Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Ivy and I'm a makeup artist, YouTuber and content creator based in Asaba, Delta State, Nigeria. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my setting powder collection. I didn't know I had this much setting powders until I started bringing them out. I'm just going to be showing you the setting powders I own and telling you the shades I use and all of that good stuff. This is not a setting powder review. I'm just sharing my collection with you, okay? This is the content you would like to see. Then please keep on watching and don't forget to subscribe. It only takes 1 second. Okay guys, so in continuation of our series, I'm going to be sharing with you my setting powder collection. I'll be telling you the shades I use, the powders I love, and I will also be showing you which ones are my favorites, okay? So I'm just going to dip my hands in and any one my hand touches, we'll talk about. The first setting powders I have right here are these two setting powders from Maybelline, and these are the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powders. Now, the issue of what is finishing powder, what is setting powder is not going to come up in this video, so don't bring it up. As far as we're concerned today, that distinction is not there. They are all setting powders, okay? So once more, we have the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. It looks just like this. I have two shades. I have the shade Medium Deep 30 and I also have the shade Deep 35. Now the shade Medium Deep 30 is what I typically use to highlight underneath my eye. I don't bake with this powder because it's just doing too much. So tap your puff or your beauty blender into this, dust off the excess on the back of your hands and set, and that is it. If you must bake, let it just be like around your nose. Don't bake under eye with this powder. That's in the shade 30. And 35 I always used to like set all over my face. This powder, Maybelline hit it right off the pack. I'm almost running out of it, so my heart is beating small, but God will help us. As usual, I always like to have setting powders in different shades. I use them for different things. There are some days I want bright on the eye. There are some days I want just, you know, a simple plain look. On this one, I want such look. I use the powder that's exactly like my skin tone just to tone down everything, okay? The next powder I have here is my Younger Beauty Blur Effect Smooth Setting Powder. I have two shades. I have the shade Custard, which I used to set and bake underneath my eye, and I also have the shade Cinnamon, which I used to set all over my face or use on days when I just don't want a bright or an obvious anything on the eye, okay? And then I have my Beauty by AD Loose Setting Powders. I have 3 shades right here. I used to have 4 shades, but the lucent shade I discovered I was not using it so often, so let me just dust this off. I gave it to a friend of mine. So these 3 shades I have right there. I have the shade Amber, which is like a yellow powder. I have the shade Tawny, which is my favorite for my skin tone, and then I have the shade Beige, which is like my exact skin shade, right? So I have the 3 of them. These Beauty by AD powders are like the best powders owned by a Nigerian makeup brand, affordable out there on the market. For some time now, Beauty by AD has not restocked, so I don't know what's going on this. I hope they're not discontinuing it. Please, Beauty by AD, don't discontinue this product, I beg you. The only gripe I have with this powder is that the powder, there's just something about this powder, right? So when you want to use your powder, you turn and you hit and then you open. If you don't tap here like this and you just open immediately, to just spread everywhere, right? So you have to be very careful with it because the spill and mess it creates is just too much. But because I love the product so much, what I did is that I looked for another setting powder empty, because I always keep the empties that I love, and then I just have a paper right here that I wrote the name and the shade. I have about 3 of these. I have that. I have, this is Tawny, this is Amber, and this is Beige. Oh no, Tawny and Amber. So I just have these 2 here because the I prefer the container of these ones. So these ones are not going to be in this collection because I decanted these into those containers. So you have the Beauty by AD setting powders. Then we have another setting powder here, the Zaron. You can see that I wrote something here. I wrote Zaron Cruise there. Can you see it? Now this is the original packaging of this Zaron veil highlight veil setting powder or something along those lines. This is how the packaging looks like. But first and foremost, I'm in the shade Cruise, which is the shade I have here. I just made sure that I wrote it. That container, the technology there is not giving. Like there's something there's a cover you remove and then you decant the product, but because the space in between the sifter and that cover is too tight, when you turn it with the cover locked, the product does not dispense, and then when you close it back and when you open it, you cannot put the outer cover on. It's just a mess. Typical me, solution finder, I cut off that one, and then I discovered that the container was doing almost what this Beauty by AD container was doing, right? So when you pour the powder out and then you open it, it just spreads everywhere. So I was like, no, I am prepared for any eventuality. I always have this. This is, by the way, it's my W7 Banana Dreams loose powder. That's the container. So there was, I have this Banana Dreams almost 7 empty container because there was a time when that was my jam. So as the products were getting, I was keeping them. I've dashed some friends. I have, so I always have it. And the container, like no spill, nothing. So I just decanted the full container of that Zaron powder into this one, and I don't even know where I tossed the container out. I hoped I would have, been able to find it for this video, but that is what it looks like. So I have my Zaron Cruise powder. I love all these powders. I love the Beauty by AD one. I love the Maybelline one. I love the Younger Beauty one. It's quite soft. The Younger Beauty one is not as oil controlling as I would like, but it's okay. The Zaron Cruise one, you have to be very light-handed. I like it, not a lot, but I just like it. And then I have my Mirac. I need to be wiping down these things, so I have my Mirac. What's it called now? Is it easy? No, it's not Easy Bake. What that bit is Easy Bake? Mirac. Oh, I'm trying to remember the name. If I remember the name, I'll put it up right here, right? Mirac setting powders. Mirac, the brand. I don't know. Some things are still going on with the brand, so whether it's going to come back or what, we don't know yet. I have 2 shades right here. I have the shade Cinnamon and the shade Ginger. Ginger is like your Laura Mercier translucent loose setting powder in the shade Honey, almost similar. And then Cinnamon is almost like a tony of my Beauty by AD. Cinnamon is my best shade, and most times I set with Cinnamon, I bake with Ginger, or I just mix and match. I love having different shades of setting powders for different occasions. When you want a brighter under eye highlight, you know what to do. When you want a neutral, toned down, and undetectable one, you know what to do, right? So these powders are really good. I love them. I have my Creme de la Creme. Fenty Beauty has discontinued this one. I think they just brought out some other one, but because I have oily skin, this has always been my baby. I'm looking at re-upping this. I'm almost done with this, which is quite sad. This is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter setting powder in the shade Honey 05. Looks just like this. I don't like that overly yellow on setting powders. Sometimes I own them, you can use to do 1 or 2 things, but it's not what I would use on like a day-to-day basis. Honey is just my perfect shade. And Fenty Beauty has another powder, not as big as this, a little bit smaller in size. I can't remember the name. If I do remember it, I'll put it right here in post edit. And I've been seeing a lot of mixed reviews about that powder, so I'm very, very hesitant to try it. But this particular Pro Filter powder is really, really good. I love it down to bits. And then I have my Huda Beauty Easy Bake setting powder in the shade Kunafa looks just like this. I already have my backup because this one now is almost done as well. Like, I apply makeup every single day, like at least 6 days a week. Let me not be too over there. I apply makeup like 6 days a week, and I use my products. Okay, so this is the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder in the shade Kunafa. This at the moment is like my favorite setting powder. I can travel with just this powder and I will not have heart palpitations. Is that good? I have already repurchased another one of the shade Kunafa. I want to get one other shade to add to this because Kunafa is just like the way Beauty by AD Tony is to me. I want something a bit lighter. So when I do my next haul from Huda Beauty, most definitely I am going to be getting a lighter shade as well. Love this powder down. And then I have one of my older powders from Juvia's Place. Juvia's Place now has new powders that look like this. I have not purchased those ones. Those ones were the older ones they had. Like, I didn't even know I still had these powders. Like, I have to bring them out so that I finish them. And this sifter, this container is just like my W7 powder, that container I showed you. And can you see the size? It's quite small, so it will be very good to decant product in for traveling, right? So I think I'll just rush and finish this one now so that I can use the case for some good stuff, right? So these are the Juvia's Place I Am Magic setting powder. I have in the shade Kalahari and Gobi. Kalahari is more yellowish. Gobi is more like my Beauty by AD Tony. See what I'm doing there? Like, I always like to have this shade that is not so yellow, but it's just sweet for my skin tone. Like, not too bright, but just gives a certain brightness to the eye, right? I love these face powders. I love these setting powders. They don't do too much. They don't do too much in controlling oils, but whenever I use powders like this, I always make sure to bake so that it can ensure longevity. And then I have this Nuban Beauty oil control setting powder in the shade Caramel, and looks just like this. I've owned this powder now for almost 5 years, and look at, I've not even hit half of it. You see, I've not even started opening it, and you can see it's already pouring out. Oh gosh. The container is one of those containers that it spills, first and foremost. Secondly, I don't know, it just sets my powder weirdly. So most times when I use it now, make sure I set my under eye first before I bake with this. But I'm just trying to see if I can finish it. Not one of my favorites, it's just here for here's sake. And then I have, let me clean it. I have my Laura Mercier translucent honey setting powder. Looks just like this. Like, I still have this almost full. This was a peer pressure buy because I owned this powder in the shade medium deep, which I loved. I owned it in the shade translucent, which I also loved. And then I saw the honey and I thought, okay, be a marriage between medium deep and translucent. Let me get it. And I got it, and it was too light. Like, it leaves this whitish cast. It's not entirely translucent. This particular one is not entirely translucent to me. So most times I set with this. I don't typically bake with this because otherwise my under eye will just be white. And then I make sure I go over the highlighted area with my face powder. The Laura Mercier translucent powder is really, really good for oil control. Like, even with these complaints, it's still really, really good for oil control. I'm going to get the medium dip of it and just get, you know, an empty container and mix them. I think I will get a better shade that way. I love that. And then I have my Benai neutral set. Like, I'm so meticulous. Can you see how I wrote it there? Benai neutral set. I also have it at the side here like this. Benai neutral set. And this is the case, the container. I just decanted what was left in this container into this container right here, because I found out that it was too difficult for me to use this. Just pour on my hand, pour on surfaces, and it was just disturbing me. So I have this, my old, really old, I think old Mary Kay, is it Mary Kay loose powder container or something? There's a powder I use. The container is really good. You can see I just opened it and it didn't pour out everywhere, right? So the powder is like a white powder, but it's a neutral colorless powder. Most times I use this to touch up, like if I already have a makeup on throughout the day and I have to go somewhere in the evening, don't judge me, I just simply clean up my lip, redefine my eyebrows, like darken it up a bit, and then I take this benign neutral set and touch up the rest of my face, even bake on my under eye, reset with setting spray. And when I go to have my bath, I'll bathe from the neck down, because to start doing a full face beat all over again. So when I tell people I've carried makeup for 24 hours before, they look at me like, ah, what's with that? Yes, I have. No shame in that too. So that, and then I also have this benign, is it caramel or camel powder? I have caramel at the top, and then I have camel at the side. Good, that's focus. So it came in a, it came in a container like this. I think I've tossed that away, and then I decanted it into this. This is more almost like my, just a bit deeper than my tawny shade in the Beauty by AD, just slightly deeper. I don't know, I think that's why I don't really reach for it often, or the fact that it has been under somewhere. Ah man, I have powder sha. So these are all the setting powders I own. All these things, how many brands are here? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 brands, powders from 11 brands. And how many powders in total? I have 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So I have 18 setting powders here. Like, I feel like my collection is not as crazy as I used to think. Like, people would think, this girl, something is wrong with you, but it's not that bad, right? It's not that bad. I think it's actually fair, because people have been pressuring me to do the declutter video, but I'm like, I don't have enough things to do declutter. I've not started receiving PR. I don't have enough things to do declutter yet. And see, at least it's fair. I'm trying. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for staying tuned till the end. And until I come your way again, remain blessed. Bye guys.